Hello everyone. As we know, this is the second chapter of economics, that is sector of economy. In this video, we will read about that how we can generate more employment by the help of government or with the other measures. And this is the last video of this chapter. So better understanding, we will do some exercise or the questions in this video. So let's start with these points. Okay students, in the last chapter we divide the economic chapter in the different part, base of ownership, base of working activities and all that. And now there is a main problem that everyone knows ki unemployment is a major problem of our country, and how to create more employment we will discuss in this part. First of all, unemployment is also visible as disguised unemployment in agriculture sector in rural areas and is unorganized sector service sector in urban areas. These issues need to be addressed properly and we have to take some measures seriously. For the example, we can take the technical and institutional measures that is taken by the government. Technical facilities like irrigation, availability of hybrid seeds, awareness about modern techniques of agriculture would increase the productivity of arable land. So we have to work on technical and institutional measures. And the second one is we are required to promotion of allied agriculture. Means farmers should be encouraged to adopt allied agriculture activities like pisciculture, fish and farming, horticulture, growing fruits and vegetables, animal rearing for milk and other products, honeybee, along with the cultivation of crops. So we should also look after this promotion of allied agriculture. And the third one is focus on small scale industries. For the example, we can take food processing industries can be set up for the agriculture product like potatoes, sweet potatoes, etc., and food preserving industries making small things at home. So it will provide a lot of employment in the rural areas especially, and it can also provide the employment in urban area also. Improvement in rural infrastructure, for the example, hospitals, education centers, training center, because if we will improve the rural infrastructure, definitely the persons will be more skilled, more capable, more healthy, and they will get the more work and job opportunities. So there it's mandatory to improvement in rural infrastructure. Next one is improvement in education and health center that we have discussed. There is a lots of job opportunity in the field of education and health sector, as we know that there is a lots of hospitals that's required the doctors, and education center also that requires more teacher, because in compared to the student there is a less teacher. So there is a lots of opportunities in the education and health sector that can provide the more employment. And the next one is cheap credit for creation of new enterprises that is providing by the government, because if a person will get the credit on cheap rate, it will encourage them to establish their industries, their work, their any kind of work shops that can purchase, or he can take a new setup for their work. So if government provide the cheap credit, it will be create more employment. And the social safety programs like NREGA, NRLM, government has started. NRLM means that government is working properly in this sector. Government is ensuring the workers and the unemployed person that they will get the more job. Definitely they, otherwise they will liable for taking the unemployment allowances. NREGA is work properly in this field, and now we will read about the NREGA in detail. So I think students, this is clear by you that how we can create more employment. So now we will discuss about NREGA. Okay students, there is a few questions that you have to practice. It doesn't mean that you have to practice only these questions. You have to practice this question for your better understanding the chapter. And now first question is, suggest any 3 ways to create more employment opportunities in urban areas. That you have to give in your own words. And the second question is, workers are exploited in unorganized sector in India, and you have to give the statement support to your words with suitable example. And the question number 3, which sector has emerged as the largest producing sector in the Indian economy? Question number 4, what do you mean by the term gross domestic product? What precautions should be taken in calculation of GDP? Question number 5, explain how public sector contributes to the economic development of a nation. And the sixth question is, how would you distinguish between organized and unorganized sector? So I hope, student, that you will do well and you will practice at your home. Okay, students, I hope this chapter is clear. If there is any problem, you have to read more time your chapter. You have to see much more time to last part of my videos, and you have to keep practicing, and especially you have to keep all the exercise and the questions that is given by me and that is in your help book or in your book. Till then, bye. Soon we will meet in the next class. Enjoy your holiday and keep practicing. Bye.